everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Monday Morning Mind Pod. We are here.
We are here.
We are definitely here. We are on that struggle bus this morning because we are both very tired.
Yeah.
But we're also here to make your worst day the best day and help you get through your week and make everything great for your day of schooling and work ahead. As you can tell, we're both very excited for this, and we definitely are not ready to just turn around and go right back to bed. But speaking of school, you said that you wanted to talk about some school today.
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and talk to us a little bit about school, and then maybe I can chime in every now and again with school.
So.
Ooh, wow.
Wait, that's not good. So, school. I have some tips and stuff for school. Okay?
You're pretty loud, my friend.
I am very loud.
Yeah, you need to not be.
But the tips and stuff that I have for school is always come prepared. Don't forget anything. You will get in trouble and you will get an orange note or yellow note. Never come unprepared.
What, for those of us who don't know what an orange note and a yellow note is, what is an orange note and a yellow note?
Yeah, there's basically a slip that your parents have to sign that tells them what you did wrong.
Oh, that's stupid.
I know.
They didn't have those when I was going to school.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, speaking of things having to get signed, I was a decent
good student.
student. Yeah, I was pretty good. Like I had A's and B's.
Okay.
But back in I think it was 6th grade, I had like a social studies assignment that I bombed. And my parents were very much they really expected me to excel. My brother excelled. They expected me to excel as well. So when I bombed that test, I was mortified to show them. But I had to get them signed. I had to get it signed because I did so badly on it.
I've had that happen before.
I never got them to sign it because I couldn't face the music. I did not. So I forged my mom's signature on it.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I sure did. But but because my record of being a good student, my teacher forgot that I had a bad grade and never asked me for that assignment to be turned in with my mom's signature on it. So I just skated right by the whole situation without having to deal with it. And it was wonderful. Anyway, continue on. Bad, Ernie.
Okay, so if you have which my school has, if you have a homework that is due on Friday and you have a homework that is due every single day, do all of the homework that is due every single day in one day, because trust me, it'll be a lifesaver when you go back home. And then if you have the one that's due by Friday, do that one the day that you get home, because that one's usually
Are you guys allowed to do homework at school?
No.
Are you saying when you get home, do all of your homework right then and there and then go?
Yes.
For the whole week?
Yes.
How do they assign homework for the whole week?
They give you a sheet of paper. It has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, there's no Friday homework. And then you put your right arm in.
Your right hand out. You put your left arm in. You put your left arm out, and you shake it all about. Wait. That's way different than it was when I was in school.
Really?
Yeah. Back when I was in school, they gave you homework on that day. You had no idea. Well, I mean, you could probably assume what your homework would be, but you didn't get any packets. You would get packets, and you'd have to do the packet at home. or you would get like a paper or a worksheet, or like you'd have to read and then fill out questions at the end.
We had that in
Some-
4th grade.
Sometimes you could do your homework in advance if like you wanted to, but like then you'd be bored in class because like they would go over the section, then they'd make you go home and read a certain section and do like questions on it, or vice versa of what they taught. They wouldn't just be like, here's all your homework for the week, you can do it if you want, I'm gonna teach over here. Like that's not how it was.
Oh,
that makes no sense to me. That's wild.
Yeah. And I think my 3rd tip is if you have a bad teacher, like, so we start in my school, we start switching into 6th grade.
Yep, that's how I did it.
And there's a math teacher, a reading teacher, and a writing teacher.
That's what you switched between?
A writing teacher does science and writing.
Oh, okay.
You were wondering about science?
Yeah, I was like, where's science, where's social studies at?
Oh yeah, they're both in the writing class. In the reading does reading and math does math. So if you have like a least favorite teacher, go to the bathroom. That's what I did. I went to the bathroom for like maybe 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and the teacher thought I was constipated. So she excused me from that class.
That's hilarious. That's genius and hilarious. I had a teacher that, like, he was absent for a lot of the school year because he had some sort of like flesh-eating bacteria in his hand, which is crazy.
Ooh, yummy.
But he was known as the scary teacher. Like he liked me for some reason. I think because he knew my brother. He taught my brother too. But he was like the scary teacher, and like he was like mean, unless you like listen to him. Like, but he was known to be mean, and
right.
I barely ever got to see him because I was in the
not that class.
No, I was in that class, but like I was excused every time we went to that class because I was in like the smart kids class. Yeah, because I'm smart. My brain enormous. But I was in the smart kid class and shut up. I was in the smart kid class back in that time, and every that period we would go, like me and the other smart kids would go into that class, and we would do stuff, and that's where I smart kid class is where I acquired my hatred of kids. Sorry. And and why I never wanted a kid. Also, again, sorry. But I had a little devil spawn because we had to. We as 6th graders. Well, not just you. We as 6th graders went to like 1st grade kindergarten classes. Like we didn't go to them, but like we
help them.
We went and kind of like navigated them to be great. And like everybody got a decent kid. I got a spawn of Satan, and this kid was an asshole. He was like 5 or 6, but he was an asshole. I don't even remember what he did to me, but he was an asshole. And he made me hate kids and never want one because he was just a little prick, and I wanted to just like stab him in his eye. And I was like 11, okay? He was half my age, and I was like, fuck you, little kid. I didn't even curse back then. I had never cursed back then, and I still was like, fuck you, little kid. Like, that's how bad it was. It was bad. I don't know why.
Now, me, on the other hand, I've cursed all of my life.
Yeah, his 3rd word was bitch.
Yeah.
Word number 3, dada, mama, bitch. Great.
It's because the cats.
Yeah, because we call the cats bitches because they were, and he picked that up. And then he called every cat that he saw out in public
a bitch.
Which I thought was hilarious, but no one else did. Anyway, continue on with your schooling.
4th tip If you go to recess and get in trouble,
You shouldn't do that. First off.
if you do.
I can't say much. I did once. Like once. Legitimately, like one time I got in trouble.
I got in trouble like 50 times already. Out of recess. But if you have recess, why am I clapping? If you have recess and you get in trouble and shit like that, you should just what I do is I
Uh-huh.
go to the restroom
Uh-huh.
and escape it just like that because our aides are dumb.
So they just like, you just like, hey Travis, you're in trouble. Can I go to the bathroom? Yeah. Hey Travis, you're a great kid. Like that? Like
Yup.
for real?
Yeah.
What
Our
the
teachers
fuck?
are fucking stupid.
Oh my god. The one honestly I kind of actually I was saved. So me and my best friend at the time, it was like
Yeah.
5th grade. And me and him, he was like the bad kid and I was a good kid. Like legit, that's how it was. Like we both knew it, and like we both knew that he was the bad kid, I was the good kid. Like we did weird stuff, like probably why I'm stupid now, but like he would eat grass
Yummy.
and I would eat sand.
Yummy.
Delicious. I was that kid over there in the corner eating sand. But
He's in the playground sand. The one that's next to the swings.
I don't remember what we did. Yeah, I don't remember what we did. But we got in trouble somehow. We were doing something, and we got sent to the principal's office.
Oh.
Or the
I've
vice
never
principal's
done something
office.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we did something pretty bad. I don't remember what it was. We weren't in like a fight or something, but we were doing something that was bad, and
I have 2 times.
we got yelled at and we got sent to the principal's office. So on the way to the principal's office, he was like, "Hey, I'm a bad kid and you're a good kid. You just stick in this hallway for like a minute or two and go back to class. I will take the heat for both of us." He was a good friend.
Oh.
And he went and took all the heat, and I went back to class. Nothing else ever happened.
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah. I always somehow acquire really great friends.
You lucky son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, so I once again escaped badness in my elementary school life.
Yeah, but if you and your friend get in trouble,
Yeah.
another school tip. School tip.
Don't
Write
do
this
that.
down.
Why are you doing this? These people are listening to it. We want to give them a constant loudness, not destroy their poor, delicate eardrums. We are very sorry about your eardrums. I'm very sorry about your eardrums. He doesn't care about your eardrums. I'm very sorry about your eardrums. School tip next. Come on.
School tip number 5.
5.
If you have a good friend, you can get away with a lot of shit.
How's that?
See, so, like, if you have, like, a good friend, your teachers expect you to do exactly what that friend does, or exactly what your friend, like, they expect you to succeed as soon, like, as your friend, you know?
Woof, that statement was ridiculous. Okay, so are you saying that if your friend is good, the teacher expects their friend group to also be good?
Yeah.
Because good kids kind of belong together and the bad kids kind of group together.
Yeah.
Okay. I got hired back at my job because of that fact, because your mom is a hard worker, and the boss knew that I was going to be a hard worker because I married her. So he hired me like that because of your mom. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which worked out well, but also has worked out terribly for me. About 12 years later. Anyway.
Check this watch.
Yeah. It's been a long time. But yeah. Okay. So yeah. So they kind of get, what you're saying is they kind of get blind to you being bad because you're hanging out with the good kid?
Yes.
Are you corrupting the good kid as well?
No.
That was priceless. So you are just hanging around the good kid. It's kind of like a human meat shield to protect you from the teacher. Like, hey, that kid's doing something suspicious over there. You're just like, no, the good kid though. And then you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how it's going? Oh, okay, that's great. I love that. I love hearing all this. That makes me proud as a dad. All right, continue on. What tips you got?
Tip number 6. If you are doing online school, which I'm currently going to, turn off your camera and play video games.
Oh my god. Child, you're supposed to be learning.
Child, I don't give a fuck.
But learning is...
But I know all the shit that they're teaching me.
Yeah, I probably do. But
I do.
Learning is good, and it's. I'm here to be the good kid that I always was.
If you have A pluses.
Do you have A pluses?
I do.
Do you have A pluses now? You didn't have A pluses like a little while ago. You have A pluses now?
Yeah, because of the new school year.
Yeah.
Because of the new school.
Whoa.
The new school quarter. They give you immediate A's. So I got good, and I did good A pluses.
You got A's. You got A's back, and you maintained them. You didn't let them droop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. As long as you don't let them droop. Yeah.
If you have A's, and you're doing like really, really good in the class that you're going to in the fucking thing, and like I'm in 6th grade, you know, so like my classes online are only 30 minutes long. Then you can just not even 30 minutes, like 10 minutes.
That's it.
Yeah. But the 10-minute long classes for me, I just sit there and play video games because it's just them talking about the lessons that they're gonna do this today, and I already know all the lessons that we're gonna do because they show up on our feed. Haha, teachers.
So they show up on your feed, you just kind of do them, and as they're talking about them, you just kind of like play video games or fuck off. I mean, yeah. I mean, if I back in my day, if I had the online schooling as they talk about these days, and I could have been online. You know, I'm older than Google. I'm just saying.
You are, and Siri.
I'm older than all of it. But back in my day, and we used to use Ask Jeeves. It was a little butler guy, and his name was Ask Jeeves, and he was more popular than Google back in the day, and that's who we used to search on. Was Ask Jeeves. We used to ask Jeeves, and you used to have to ask him a question. You'd be like, "Hey Jeeves, how many moons does Jupiter have?" And he would just like, you know, he'd be there, and then he would hit search, and it would like pop up like a Google search, but like it was like a fucking guy. Anyway, it was
fucking guy.
Yeah, it was like a fucking butler guy with like a little platter and shit. But back in my day, I probably would have done the same because I kind of did the same. Although we didn't have
online school.
I didn't have like video games that I could play while I was at school because I didn't have online schooling. So I kind of got all my stuff done really quick and then kind of fucked off and played around and like just kind of hung out and did things and drew or did something to mess with my friends. I used to be a real dickbag to my friends.
I am a dickbag to my friends. I can't.
I don't know where he got that from. But I used to like, because I would like, because my friends like, they weren't
the best.
They were a bit slow. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I'm like the one good friend that I told you the story about, like I think he moved, and then I got quite acquainted with some other friends, and they were a bit slow. So I would do things to kind of fuck with them to kind of like get their minds working in a different way to get them kind of, you know, not stupid. So, so I would give them little puzzles to solve, and I would really like harp on them to actually do them, but like I would like do like fuck, like let's see, I would write down like IWGHN, and I'd be like, what does that mean? And I would really mess with them and make them figure it out.
I'm slow.
And I would really, really just get on them, because like I would tell them like secrets of mine, or I would share secrets of mine through this way, because I'm a weird kid. I'm still weird, if you haven't noticed. But I wanna go home now. Is what I thought of. That was the example. But like I would do shit like that to them all the time. I'm sure it drove him absolutely mad.
I thought I was trying to spell a word.
Yeah, no. What does that represent?
I would have got that immediately.
Yeah, but
I wrote that so many times with my friends.
Oh, yeah, but but I would do like random shit like that to them. Anyway, continue on. What other tips do you got? Tip number 7.
Fuck. I don't think I have any more tips besides like if you're trying to. I will tell you the best way to get out of trouble really quickly. The best way to get out of trouble, or the best way that I've done it, I used to so if they said call your mom and gave you the phone, like if you cussed or something, you would tell your mom what you said, right? Which my mom did not give a fuck. I could have actually called her and said it, but
hey mom, this fucking guy over here wanted me to fucking call you and tell you that I said fuck these motherfuckers over here. And your mom would have been like, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, yes she fucking would.
Anyway.
But I used to call like these fake ass numbers, like spam numbers that I had written down, and I said,
yeah, they didn't answer.
Oh, mom didn't answer.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
So write down the spam numbers that you get. and you
Yeah, teacher, I have a number memorized. 5550463. It's like a fucking Hollywood number. It's called boop boop beep. This phone number is not in service. Oh, she didn't answer. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's so good. That's funny.
It's like a glove. Watch this, teach.
Oh my god.
Yes, hello. This is my mom.
Did you ever call the rejection hotline? Is that still a thing?
No.
It used to be a thing where there was a number called for the rejection hotline, and you would call it, and it would be like, the phone number you have dialed is for the rejection hotline, which means you have been rejected. The person that gave you this phone number did not like you, and you need to leave them alone now. And it would go on this big old rant for like 3 minutes on how the person didn't like you and you're stupid and you need to go fuck off. And it was great. It was fantastic.
So every woman would have said this today.
Yeah. Thankfully, I was never given it. I was only told about it somehow. And I know how, because I never asked out any women because I was always too scared. But anyway, I don't know where that came from. But anyway,
tip number 8. I have an 8th tip.
Do you have an 8th tip? Okay.
So, first of all, if you're not getting that many friends, it's because you're fucking ugly. Okay. I
assure you that that's not the case, because I was and still continue to be a hideous motherfucker, and I had friends from all walks of life. I had the preppy kids, I had the popular kids, I had the nerds. I was friends with everybody. And I will make a mirror break and then throw up. So,
the mirror will break?
And then through the cracks it will throw up. But, so, like, I don't believe that.
It is very true.
It doesn't help if you're not good looking, but I don't believe that for 1 second.
It is true.
It
is very true.
All right. Well, we got a couple minutes left here on this episode, so why don't you do you have any more tips?
I don't have any more tips.
Okay. Why don't you give us a couple stories from school?
Oh my god, I have so many stories.
I know you have a lot of stories. That's why I'm like, give us a couple stories.
So I'm not gonna say their exact name, but I did to him. He knows their name.
I probably do.
So this we're gonna call him
Douglas.
Douglas.
Okay.
Okay, so Douglas.
Douglas.
Douglas was messing with a couple of my friends, right?
Yep.
He was fighting a couple of my friends.
Okay.
He beat up a couple of my friends.
Yep.
And then he wanted to fight me, right?
Uh-huh.
I think you know who this is already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
And this motherfucker, so he
This motherfucker.
he tried to fight me, right?
Yep.
He threw a punch at me, and somehow, I didn't even see the punch. I was like, I don't know how to explain it.
He threw a punch and you're like, and it stopped right there. Bam. Just with your. He is the Zohan.
I think I saw a football. It was like flying at me.
That was a fist. Which is weird. I was a big kid. Anyway.
Football was flying at me. I tried to block the football because I wasn't prepared.
Uh-huh.
So I blocked it like this. And
Yeah.
I blocked his punch. It went like right here. It like almost did it.
Yeah.
But I blocked it just in time, and
Did he go, "You're a wizard," and he ran away?
Witch!
Burn him! And then ran.
No, I started beating the shit out of him.
Oh, well, there you go.
Do you have any stories from school?
I can tell the story of, well, like, I never got into fights. Like, you got into a lot of fights. I never got into any fights, but
you threaten people.
I threatened people. I threatened to like break their fingers. Like that was my thing. Like I would like grab them and rip them backwards and like make people fuck off or do what I wanted. Because I am always a very in charge kind of person. That's just what I do. I just like, you bend to my will, bitch, or you go away from me. I had this one kid. He was a dick in middle school. Like he was like, he was the tallest kid. He was like 6'5" when I was like 5 foot. Like dude was a beast. He grew like a foot in the one summer, and he was just big. He was huge. Like he wasn't like muscly, but he was just tower over everybody. And he was a dick. And he kept messing with me. I don't know what he kept doing, but he kept like, like pushing me and saying shit to me and like doing shit to me and like poking me and shit, like just little things to piss me off. So one day I looked at him and I was like, as soon as we're out of this classroom, I'm gonna break your finger. I'm gonna rip it back, and you are gonna have a broken finger. I don't care. Come at me, bitch. Like I like threatened him, and he was like, "No, you're not." And I was like, "I'm gonna break your finger." I was so angry. So
I'm gonna break your finger.
So ding ding ding, the bell rings. He books it. I am a foot shorter than him. I book it right after him. I chase him halfway across the school. And I catch up to him. He tried to get into like the library, I think. And I caught him and I went bam, and I just ripped his finger back. I was just fucking angry. I was ready to break it. I was like, "You fucking stop!" I was like, "Stop doing it!" I was so angry. And I didn't break his finger, although I wanted to, because he's like, "Okay, oh my god!" He started freaking out. After that, we were great friends. Never fucked with me again.
I see why.
Yeah. Those weird, quiet kids, don't mess with them. They will turn on you real quick.
And they will also bring a gun to school.
They might do that, yeah. But they definitely.
but the other ones might.
Yeah. The ones nowadays might, but I never did that because I never had.
Actually, fucking psycho.
I'm not actually psycho, and I never had access to a gun, which is probably good. But yeah, I found other ways to tell motherfuckers to fuck off, and he was good enough friend of mine. By the end of high school, like that was middle school, that was 8th grade middle school. By the time we graduated high school, like a year after, he came over to my house with a couple other of my friends with your mom, and we all played poker together. Like we had a great time playing poker. Like, so you just gotta stand up for yourself. Those bullies will calm the fuck down, and then they become your friends, and they're very useful to have around. To have big kids around that don't care but are afraid of you in a certain way.
Multiple people are afraid of me, and they're really fucking big.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of me?
You're naming names.
Oh yeah. I am naming names.
I'll have to bleep that one out.
Yeah, that monkey's afraid of me. I call him the big monk.
The monk.
Yeah, the big monk is afraid of me. There's several reasons why he's afraid of me. There are several. He's seen what I've done to that kid.
Douglas.
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 Douglas. He saw what I done to Douglas, and he fucking fucked off.
Yeah.
And now he is one of my best friends.
Yeah, like you have to set boundaries. Sometimes you have to set boundaries.
Man up and fuck with your bullies.
You have to set boundaries, and sometimes you have to set boundaries firmly. Sometimes very firmly. But once you have set them, they usually turn out to be a good friend. Mm-hmm. At least in our experience, they did.
Yeah, both of us.
I had some guys that were just dicks, and I didn't hang out with them. I just let them be. But they turned out to be okay people. But that one, ugh. But anyway, that is. Do you have anything else? Any last thoughts, or are we good? You good with
I'm
this?
Good.
Okay.
I hurt my foot a lot, very much.
You should not do that. Well, thank you so much for going down this journey of memories and current happenings at school. We hope you guys have a great day at school and at work. What are your guys' memories from school?
Comment below.
Or do you have any current memories forming from school? Comment below. Or, check us out on one of our places of social.
DM us on Insta fucking gram.
That place.
DM us
and yeah, let us know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a great day.
Love you guys.
And a great week. Happy Mondays. See you next week. Bye-bye.